Hey everybody, welcome into this installment of the Top 5 from Tony's Spot on Fishing. I'm your host, Tony Krizek, and this week, it's my favorite time of year, getting ready for fall muskie season. We're counting down the top 5 picks of the muskie baits you need to be throwing on your favorite local muskie water. Now the first bait we want to talk about, especially early in the fall, it is still top water time. That water temperature, we got until at least it hits 60 degrees. We've caught muskies around Illinois and southern Wisconsin in that cool of water, no problems. And one of our favorite top waters to cover a lot of water with is from Booker, the Top Raider. Makes a lot of noise, has that single BB one knocker rattle in the tail, and just a very distinctive plop action to it. And that's why it's probably our favorite top water any time of year, but especially early in the fall for those muskies. Keeping in that theme of covering water, you cannot ever beat a bucktail. And one of our favorites throughout the entire fall is from Muskie Attacker, the 7 model. Twin 7 blades, Colorado blades, nice thump, good lift, good mix of hair and flash fibers and that epoxy head. Good durable bait that's going to produce all fall long for you. We can cover a lot of levels of the water column. The slower we retrieve a bucktail, the lower it's going to ride. The faster, we can pretty much bulge it up to the surface. So it's a very versatile tool to have with you, and it's a great search bait. Even if you don't hook the muskie on a bucktail and they're only following it, now we know where they're sitting and we can come back on those fish with another presentation. It is a great search bait all day long for fall muskies. To me, we get asked so often about crankbaits for muskies. And to me, there's really one that's extremely versatile, and it's from Rapala, the Super Shad Rap. Now on a straight retrieve, we can probably, casting wise, get it down about 4 to 6 feet. But we can also twitch it if we're working it over weed tops, deeper weed edges. We can troll it. You can get it about 7 to 9 feet down on a troll. And it's just an extremely versatile crankbait for muskie fishing, and especially as those fish start to transition out of the shallows towards some of the deeper stuff. It's a great bait for those transitioning muskies. There's so many different types of rubber baits out there in the muskie world. And we really have one tried and true favorite, and it's from Muskie Innovations, the Bulldog. Now there's many sizes. There's the magnums, there's the pounders, the regulars, the minis. And a lot of times, I will be very honest, it depends on the angler. There are some guys, for whatever reason, can't handle throwing the big pounders or the mags, but any size of those Bulldogs will be effective at any given time during the fall. But at least if you're able to throw just a regular Bulldog, that is probably my favorite size, especially around Chicagoland and southern Wisconsin, even into Indiana, Webster and Barbie chain and tippy chain, things like that. That regular Bulldog worked fairly slow, methodical. We can pull it as a pull bait, we can jerk it, straight retrieve it, jig it. You're gonna get a lot of different actions out of that bait. Now to me, there's so many great options, but to me there is one tried and true standout all fall long, and that is the glide and jerk bait. And one of my favorites is the Phantom, the soft tails. It's got that soft plastic teaser tail, so as that bait's gliding side to side, it can give the little tickle to those following muskies right on their noses, can turn followers into biters really quick. Comes in a couple different sizes, wide varieties of colors, and probably about the easiest glider on the market to retrieve. Just short twitches of the rod down in a rhythmic motion, gets that bait dancing side to side. And there was just something about a glider in the fall, they can't resist it. And the Phantom Tail is the go-to glider in the fall. So what are some of your favorite fall muskie baits? We want to know. Let us know in the comments section below. We always love talking with our fans. And of course, all these products that you've seen featured on today's show are available at our good buddy Jim Templin's store. You remember Jimmy from a few shows he's done with us. He, of course, owns FishTech there in Morton Grove on Dempster Avenue, and he is your one-stop shop around Chicagoland to get you set up for the fall muskie bite. But that's about it for us on this edition of the Top 5. Once again, folks, my name's Tony Krizek. We can't wait to see you back here on Tony's Spot on Fishing.